Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. I have a little bit of explaining to do as to why there hasn't been a video for such a long time. It's been a pretty crazy week and a half, and I actually haven't even ridden since last Wednesday. So that's why there hasn't been a video. I didn't want to just put out a bunch of like weird videos that you guys didn't want to see, like me just working out or doing whatever. The reason I haven't been able to ride is because ever since the end of the season in August, we've been actually looking to upgrade our Moto Van. You guys obviously remember my previous Moto Van, which was just the white Chevy. It was the perfect weekend ripper. It had plenty of space for all the things I needed to bring just to the practice tracks. But last year when we decided to head out to California for the first couple rounds, we quickly discovered it was just a little too small. When you're trying to bring like 2 bikes, all the gear, gas, stands, all the living stuff that you're gonna need for 3 weeks, water tank, pressure washer, all that sort of thing, I just didn't quite have enough space. So we knew that before this season we wanted to upgrade into something just a little bit bigger. So for the past couple months we've been searching around, but we didn't really find anything perfect that we knew like was just gonna be our van. So last week, I think it was on Thursday, this van that I'm looking at right now popped up on the internet, and we knew that we just had to have it. The only issue was that it was located in Indiana. Obviously, I'm down in Florida, so that's a bit of a drive. But it happened to work out perfectly that last week was my spring break off of school, so I had about a week and a half to just chill. I was planning on using all that time to get some awesome riding in and pump out some videos for you guys, but had to put my priorities in order and make the decision to go get this van instead. So my parents were actually down visiting for spring break, and they actually came down from Michigan. So Indiana is pretty much right on the way back to Michigan, and my dad, being the awesome dude that he is, offered to make the drive up there in my van and do the swap, and then I would be in charge of driving the new van back down here by myself. So that's exactly what happened. It also happened to work out perfectly that the new Works Edition 2019 Honda that I've been riding, it's definitely time for that thing to get refreshed a little bit. I've also been rocking just the stock suspension, so it was definitely time to send that out to factory connection. My mechanic, who works at Championship Power Sports, is located in Ohio. He's really the only guy that I trust to work on my bikes. So we packed up the bike in my old van for my dad to drive all the way back home. Then when he got home, we swapped it out for my 2018 450, which was my practice bike last year. Put that in the new van, and then I drove the new van with the old bike back down here. So that's basically why I haven't ridden for the past week and a half. That's why you guys haven't seen any videos. Definitely kind of sucked. I was looking to get a whole bunch of awesome riding in over spring break, but you know, this was definitely well worth it. I did get some riding in this weekend, so I have some cool videos coming for you guys this week. So we're just gonna get back in our regular routine and keep pumping out videos for you guys. But anyways, that's enough explaining. Let's just turn this camera around and take a look at this absolutely sick van. You guys ready? Here it is. Speaking of which, let's go take a look at the inside. So here's what we're working with so far. It started as just a completely empty shell. We were kind of in a time crunch to get the floor and just a couple things built so that I could put some stuff in it and go riding this weekend. So I didn't really have the time to film us building the floor and the wall, but pretty simple stuff. Just laid down some plywood, basically cut it out to fit the floor, and put this wall in. Got one little cabinet right here. We do have a door for it, so that will all be covered up. We have our little tray in here to set oils and things in. But yeah, as you can see, this thing is just absolutely massive, and it's red. Like, how sick is that? So we're definitely gonna have fun over this coming week building out the inside of this thing. I already have some plans for it. We're gonna put like a fold out futon in there for sleeping on the road and stuff. So really excited to get in this thing. Like I said, I took it out for its maiden voyage out to the track yesterday, and it worked like a charm. So I'm so stoked on this thing. Hope you guys are excited to be pretty much living in this thing with me and seeing it in pretty much every video. So hope you guys are really stoked on it. I definitely could not be happier. Drives awesome, plenty of room. Yeah, it's just an awesome vehicle. So it should also be pretty easy for you guys to find me at all the nationals and stuff and practice tracks. So if you see the big red Ram, you know it's me. Come up and say what's up. So I probably won't film too much of us building out the inside of this thing, just because, I don't know, I feel like my channel is more of just for like cool riding videos and stuff like that. There's plenty of other people who are way more technically sound than me on like building things, building bikes and carpentry and all that. I kind of want to keep my channel more on the riding skills type side, because let's face it, that's what I'm good at. That, and it's going to be a slow process. I'm not going to get this entire thing built in like a week and film the whole thing. Figured it would be better for me to just kind of update you guys along the way rather than making a full build series. But if you guys want to see the build series, comment below. Maybe if enough people want to see it, maybe I'll pick the camera up while we're doing some stuff this week and make a couple videos out of it. But anyways guys, like I said, we're back in our routine now. We'll get some sweet videos out for you, and just keep an eye out for them. So hope you guys are excited. Can't wait to get some more videos out for you guys. I also really quickly wanted to say thank you to Risk Racing for kind of sponsoring this video by sending out one of their new products for us to test and do a review on the channel. So they actually sent out this really sick ATS stand. This is a new product that they just came out with. I never really knew that stands could be high tech, but they were explaining it to me and it sounded like something that I could actually really use. So this stand is really cool for two reasons. The main one being that it has these adjustable nuts right here. So what it does by spinning this nut, it expands these two rods right here, and it adjusts the yaw of the top of the stand. So what this means is that if you have a bike that doesn't sit perfectly level on the stand, like I know for me, my CR125 sits really nose down. So this is an issue because, like, you know, when you're washing a bike and you want to be able to spray the wheels and have the wheels spinning so you can get all the mud off the rim and the tire. Well, my CR125 front wheel actually rests on the ground, so I have to either have someone press down on the rear fender, or I have to manually move the tire every couple seconds while I'm trying to spray it off. So this is really sweet because I can just adjust these nuts to raise the front of the stand up, which in turn raises the front wheel of the 125 off the ground while I'm washing it. So that is extremely sick. The second reason the stand is really cool is because they have this little circle right here, and this is actually a magnet built into the side of the stand. So you can see on the back side here, it's got that magnet on there. So when you're working on your bike, and especially if you're at the track and you don't have a really solid place to put your bolts, you can just stick them right onto the side of the stand and you'll know right where they are. They're not gonna get lost or anything like that. For me, I'm really picky about my bars and my levers and everything, so I'm always changing out bars, changing out bar mounts, changing out levers, and I do that all while I'm at the track because that's where I'm doing the testing. And previously I would always set the bolts on the seat because that was just within reach of the bars and everything, and I would always knock them on the ground in the grass and lose them forever and have to get new bolts and everything. So I actually tested this out at the track. You'll see in my next video that I'm trying out some of the Pro Taper Fusion bars, and I actually used this at the track to switch those bars and it worked perfectly. So huge thank you to Risk Racing for sending this thing out. If you guys want to go pick one up yourself, Risk Racing actually sent me a code for 15% off of any product on their website, and I'll put that down in the description as well as up on the screen right now. So all you have to do is put in this code at the checkout and you guys will get 15% off your order. So big thanks to Risk Racing. Definitely, if you guys need anything, head over there, check it out, use the code. It really helps me out when you guys support the companies that support me. So definitely head over there and check it out. But anyways guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Hope you guys are excited for the new van and for what's to come. And yeah, stay tuned for more content coming up soon. We'll catch you guys next time.